Hi guys, today it's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class is we're going to discuss the comparison table of primary versus secondary data. So without further ado, let's do this topic. By the way class, the next part of the video is we will have an example of primary data and then we're going to sketch and label different graphs using bar graph, line graph, pie graph, and then pictograph that could represent this data. So these are the following data. We have given houseplant sunlight minutes per day. So we have given snake plant, that would be 180 minutes per day. Spider plant, that would be 120 minutes per day. Philodendron, that would be 220 minutes per day. And then peace lily, that would be 60 minutes per day. So we're going to graph this one class and then we're going to interpret the data. So I will just put the link on the description down below with regards to this given example class. Feel free to say the video class. Alright, so in today's video class is we're going to compare primary data and then secondary data. Alright, now the definition class of primary data, data collected firsthand by the researcher. For secondary data, data collected by someone else. Now to make the story short class, primary data, those are data that would be a new data or an original data. Once again class, primary data, those are original data or new data. For secondary data, already existing. To make the story short, class, primary data, those are new data, secondary data, and existing data. Now, questions are, how will you collect those data? Now, the method of collection, class, if you want to gather new data, once again, class, if you want to gather new data, example, class, you are the researcher, and you want to gather primary data, you want to gather original data, of course, class, if you're the researcher, to conduct new data, you need to have surveys, or you can have interviews, you can conduct experiments and observations. Those data class that you gather, you as the researcher, you call those data class as primary data. Those are collected firsthand. You as the researcher, you gather data based on the surveys, based from your interviews, based from your experiments. Those data class, those information that you gathered, you call that one class primary data. I hope class is clear for you class with regards to primary data. Those are original and new data. Now, how will you collect class secondary data? Now, to collect secondary data, you can have those data on the internet. Now, questions are, why do we consider data on the internet as secondary data? Now, we consider this data on the internet as secondary data because it has already been published, it has already been collected by someone else. Once again, this data on the internet is the information class coming from the internet. It's already been published, it's already been collected by someone else. That's why class the information or the data on the internet is considered as secondary data. Articles published by someone else, collected by someone else, government records, books, research papers, historical records, and many more class. We do have many more secondary data. Now, what would be the purpose in collecting primary data and then secondary data? So, for primary data collected for a specific study or research, and then for secondary data collected for a different purpose. For example, if you have your assignment and you want to gather more information, so you can collect those information using secondary data. Data on the internet or data on the articles, you can do that. Alright, so once again, originality for primary data, that would be original and new. And then for secondary data, that would be already existing data. So let's have an example class for primary and then secondary data. Let's do that. Now let's talk about cost, the time required, and then we will have examples for primary and then secondary data. Let's start with the cost. Now for the cost for primary data class, usually more expensive. Now questions are, why is it usually more expensive? In gathering new data or getting new data, let's have an example class. If you are the researcher and you want to gather new information, you want to gather new data, of course class, to gather new data, you can conduct surveys, you can conduct interviews or experiments, right? Let's have an example class. If you are the researcher and you want to gather new data, you'll be asking questions in a certain barangay. There will be 100 people. You'll be asking survey class. Of course, class, you need to have your printed materials if you ask surveys. Now, if you have your printed materials, class, of course, it will cost you a lot. Just an example, class, you have 2 pages for your printed materials, and then you will be asking 100 people. Of course, class, it will cost you a lot. Now, just an example. Sir, I don't want those printed materials. I want to have interviews. All right, let's have an interviews. Now, if you have an interviews class, you'll be asking 100 people. There are some cases that those 100 people will not answer your questions. Okay, they will not be answering your questions if you don't have your token or reward. I tried that one class, I think that was 10 years ago. There's a certain person asking me these questions with regards to their product. And I was very satisfied with their product. And then after I answered those questions, they gave me this certain token, and that would be an umbrella. And I'm very happy that time because I received that umbrella. So there are some cases, class, it will really cost you a lot because you need to have your token or reward. Because if you don't have those one, class, and you'll be asking interviews, there are some people, class, not all, but there are some people, class, that they will not be answering your questions if you don't have your token or reward. That's why, class, it will really cost you a lot. Usually more expensive in getting the new data, especially, class, if you are the researcher. Now, let's talk about secondary data. Usually less expensive or free. Now, why is it usually less expensive or free? Of course, class, if you want to gather an existing data, you can have that on the internet. You can have those data, class, on the internet for free. There are some cases that it's for free. So that's why, class, for secondary data, usually less expensive or free. I hope, class, it's clear for you, class, with regards to the cost. Let's proceed now to time required. Of course, class, for time required, for primary data, takes more time to collect. And then for secondary data, saves time. Of course, class, it's easy for us to get an existing data because you can have that on the internet. Those data on the internet are what we call secondary data. Alright, so let's proceed now to the examples. Let's start with primary data. Survey you created and gave to students. So very understandable, class. Survey you created. Therefore, class, you yourself created the survey and gave to students. Those information, class, are what we call primary data. Those are new information. Another example, interviews you personally conducted. So when you gather interview, when you ask questions personally to other people, those information, class, you gather are what we call new data because you yourself personally asked those questions. And then measurements you recorded. So we have height, weight, temperature. So you yourself recorded those measurements. The height, the weight, the temperature, those data, class, are what we call new data because you yourself gather the information. Alright, so let's have another example for secondary data. We have population data from government websites. Of course, the data on the internet, it's already been processed by someone else. So therefore, we call this one secondary data. So school records from previous years, yep, we call that one secondary data. Data from news reports or articles. Alright, so that's it, class, with regards to primary and then secondary data. I hope, class, you learned something with regards to primary and then secondary data. So once again, class, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, this is Teacher MJ. Have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.